Hello. Y'all know what today is. Today is review day, and it's your girl Taylor with By Black Reviews. And today we will be reviewing Focused, Fearless, and Fighting by Nicole Petite. First, I want to do a disclaimer and let y'all know that I will not be reviewing a lot of books because I am starting school in a couple of weeks and I would not have time to just be reading your books just because you want to review. This is a special review for a special reason, and I'll let y'all know what that reason is at the end. So I want y'all to know the whole title of the book. Focused, Fearless, and Fighting is really like the short version. The real title is Focused on Their Future, Fearless of the Consequences, and Fighting for Their Lives. A raw and uncut guide to raising productive, ambitious children. So this is my copy of the book. Excuse all the tabs. I put those in there so I could note the parts that I wanted y'all to hear. Because this is my first time doing a book review, so I might not even get through all these tabs, but you know. So she started this book off with an introduction and letting you know how she was raised. She has 2 daughters. So she ain't new to this game. She ain't just talking crap. She probably know what she doing. So my first tab is in lesson 1 because she has lessons. She doesn't have chapters, they're lessons. Lesson 1 is called Conception and Pregnancy. And the first sentence is, let's talk about sex. And in particular, this sentence, the next one I'm about to say, stood out to me because Sue came with the facts. She came with the reference and all. This sentence says, quote, "We must understand that condoms are only 82% effective and women can still become pregnant and either partner can still contract an STD, even when condoms are used." Ooh, that's scary. This book has some cursing words in it, but I ain't gonna do that to y'all because this is a kid show. And I just decided this was a kid show because I just want my show to be for everybody, but even though it's not a show. But anyway, this note says, if you are calling your child a B word, a slut, a whore, nigga, bastard, lil F word, cunt, stupid, ugly, B word, A word, nigga, all through his or her life, you are the problem. What you call your children is what they will become. She said something because I hate to see people cussing out their kids. Like, they don't even know respect when you talk to them like that, you feel me? But I tried to bleep, you feel me? But it was hard because she didn't bleep none of this out in the book. So we've gotten to my favorite tab in the book because this tab actually comes with a story, and I love stories. So this one is under lesson 5, which is titled Middle School Preteen Years, and it is under a section called Uncomfortable Questions because she has, you know, her lessons and she has sections in her lessons. So I'm going to tell y'all the story, and I quote, "One day I picked up my older daughter from middle school and she got in the backseat of the car. Whenever she was intrigued to ask me something, she always called my name a certain way. So that day when she said, 'Mama,' with that particular tone of voice, I answered, 'Yes, baby girl,' and prepared myself for her question. She asked me, 'What does sex smell like?' I took a deep breath and gave her the scientific answer. Then I gave her the street answer, which was pretty much what you smell during and after someone has sex." Now, after reading that, I want to know how y'all would have responded to that question. Because I don't even know how I would have responded to that question. But I don't have kids. But like I said, that's really something. Well, personally, after that story, I think this is a good time to drop the bomb and let y'all know that this woman is my mom. And that just happened to be my question in middle school. So, yeah. She is telling all my little business. So now that I've dropped the bomb and let y'all know that this is my mother, I can tell y'all how I relate to this stuff in this book. So let's get to a new tab. So one of her tabs says, well, it's my tab, but one of the parts in her book says, tell your child no sometimes because the world will tell him hell no. Teach him to brush off rejection and move on looking for the next yes. She ain't lying because she told me. She tell me no sometimes just to tell me no. And she told me that when I was younger, so I was like, another section that stood out to me, particularly today when I was looking for sections that I wanted to talk about, was the section that is titled, You're Still in Charge, speaking to the parents, of course. Which reminds me that to this day, during my whole 22, almost 23-year-old life, she has never told me I'm grown. Like she told me I will never ever be grown in her life. I'm even scared to tell her I'm grown. Even though I know I'm grown and I'm scared she gonna watch this and then come back slap me. But she would never admit, like, I'm gonna be 82 years old and she gonna be 137. Not literally. And I'm still gonna be scared to say I'm grown. It is what it is. So just to go through a couple of sections that I thought were important, that I thought would be important to you guys. Of course, I can't summarize the whole book, which is what I wanted to do, because the book is good, and I'm not just saying it because it's my mama, but it's good to me, and I don't even have children, but probably because it got a whole bunch of my business in it. A whole bunch of me and my sister business. But anyway, there's a section called Building Self-Esteem, which I think is really important because, you know, a lot of grade school children, a lot of people, grown people, have issues with that. So there's a section called When You Can't Help with Homework, which I know that can be stressful. There's a section called Social Media, with parentheses that says the third parent. Yeah, I done got in trouble about social media, but we're not gonna talk about that. There's important questions that you have here that you should ask your children, like, are you having sex? Do you do drugs? Do you like girls? And that's a question for girls and boys. And do you like boys? That's a question for boys and girls. There's a section for listening and hearing. Well, listening versus hearing, because that's two different things. Don't let them shut you out, which is annoying. She don't let me shut her out, and I be trying because I be mad. And then we have one about substance abuse and all the signs that your children are doing drugs. And I always wondered how my friends or how people I hung with did drugs and went home and their parents didn't know they did drugs. Anyway, and then there's a section called Applying to and Preparing for College, which I know was stressful because it stressed me out and I wasn't even doing all the work. My mama was, but woo! I was stressed trying to get into college. Yeah, that is it. She got all her references in here. And because can't nobody sue her. Ain't nobody suing her. We making all the money back, but we ain't giving it away. And this the back. And yeah, that's it on the book right now. Ooh, this review getting long, but if y'all knew how long she wanted me to make it, we'll be sitting here watching a movie. But I'm gonna show y'all some pictures of us so y'all have proof like that really is my mama. I'm not just claiming some random lady because she wrote a book. And she does speaking engagements. She had a program called the Six Figure Club, trying to introduce children. Well, not trying, she was introducing children to six-figure careers that we don't often talk about. Everybody's not going to be a lawyer. Everybody's not going to be a doctor. So she was introducing them to other six-figure careers. She does a lot. And I can't really sum it all up because she just does a lot. She gives out scholarships. She do the whole thing. So this book is good. I'm not lying because I don't even read that much. I read books about black people and black people. I only read books about black people. It's crazy. Anyway, I just thought about it. But I liked this book. What I'm saying is, even if you don't read often, this is a good book to read. Yeah, I'm going to show y'all some pictures so y'all know I'm not just stealing moms out here. And yeah, I'm just show y'all pictures. So moral of the story, you know, great book. Yeah, go pick this up. You can get it off Amazon. There's also a Kindle version. She also has a website called NicolePetite.com. She has t-shirts on there. Love my t-shirt, like my favorite t-shirt. What else? You can email her at focusfearlessandfighting@gmail.com. I'll put all that, you know, next so you can read it instead of hearing me talk all loud and fast. She also has a new book coming out called The Strength of a Woman. It is about the trials and tribulations she's been through in raising me and my sister. It's not about raising children. It's really, this book has probably got more of my business in it than I approved of. But you know, whatever. I haven't read it yet, but yeah. So I believe it's going to be a good book, interesting book. It's going to be a inspiring book because, yeah, we done been through some things and got out of some things and we moving on up. Yeah, moving on up. Yeah. So yeah, go get this off Amazon. Keep waiting on the next one. I'm sure she'll have a billboard. She done took pictures. I helped, of course. She done took pictures and everything for this book. I'm so excited. Oh, I can show y'all a picture for the next book. Hold on. So yeah, I could really make this review all day, but it's a great book. The next book I believe is going to be great. I'm sure it's going to be great because my mama wrote it, duh. And yeah, just continue to buy black.